Hi everyone, this is Camilla here at the Live Well Center in St. George. We're going to be doing a few balance exercises today. The first one is standing on one leg. This is working weight shifts, center of gravity control. So what you're going to want to do is nice and tall. Make sure, just check in with your posture to make sure that your ears are over your shoulders are stacked over your hips, and your hips are stacked over your ankles. Find a safe corner that you can be in, or have yourself positioned between a chair and a wall, somewhere safe that you can grab onto. Find a nice vertical target at eye level, so it reminds you to stand up nice and tall, keeping the chin parallel to the floor. Then you're going to shift your weight to whatever leg you're ready to stand on. Once you're here, you can lift that other leg. To make it more challenging, you don't want your legs to come together. You keep them independent from each other. You'll spend about 20 seconds here working on this side, keeping that visual target, keeping your core engaged, keeping those shoulders back and down. And of course, if you need the wall to keep yourself upright, or need to have a kickstand and have your toe down, that's fine too. It's still working those muscles. Once you switch sides, working that other side as well, re-engage that visual target, your core, and remember to breathe through this. If you need more challenge, you can always cross your arms over your chest. Okay, the second balance exercise, we're going to find a balance that's a little bit challenging for you, but not so challenging that when you close your eyes that it's too uncomfortable or you're having to hold on. So a split stance is when your feet are not lined up, but one is just staggered in front of the other. When you've got the split stance, you want to check in with your posture as well. Ears over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips, and that belly button right in between those feet there. You find the vertical target, stand up nice and tall. If this is easy, you can progress it to a semi-tandem where your feet are lined up, but they're not actually touching, or a full tandem where your toe and your heel are touching. If you feel like you have this and you want a little bit of a challenge, you can close your eyes and hold this position. If you need it to be even more challenging, you can cross your arms over your chest, and then you'll really feel those ankles starting to wobble a little bit. This is testing your somatosensory, those touch receptors in your feet. And remember, you don't have to close your eyes for this. When you're ready, open your eyes, uncross your arms, and then you can switch sides, shifting that weight either into a split stance, a semi-tandem, or a full tandem. Get yourself nice and tall. When you're ready, close your eyes, and if you need more of a challenge, you can cross your arms over your chest. I would rather you be in a split stance or semi-tandem, something that is a little bit more comfortable so you're not having to force yourself to hold on the whole time. Challenge yourself just enough where you feel safe enough, yet you know that you're working. When you're ready, go ahead and open your eyes, uncross your arms. Good job. For our next balance exercise, I'm going to be standing on this foam, but if you don't have foam at your house, you can also just roll up a towel and stand on a towel. We just don't want you to have that solid feeling of the floor. We want it to feel a little bit unsteady. When you're standing on the foam or the towel, make sure you're standing up nice and tall. Pick that vertical target, like that's checking in with your posture. You can stay here with your eyes open. When you've got your feet compromised a little bit and you've got just your vision to rely on, you're really working your vision on this balance exercise. If you want to work your inner ear and test that vestibular system, you're going to close your eyes here. I've got a split stance, but remember that you can also go into that semi-tandem where your feet are lined up, or the full tandem where your toes actually touch, your heel and your toe touch. If you need more of a challenge, you can cross your arms over your chest. Making sure your posture is nice and tall. Go ahead and open your eyes and uncross your arms, and then you'll switch what foot is in front. Remember that you want enough challenge that you feel like you're safe enough to close your eyes, but you're not having to rely on the wall the whole time. So if you need to take your feet further apart, that's just fine. Go ahead and get that posture set. Close your eyes when you're ready. If that feels comfortable, cross your arms if you want the biggest challenge here. Remember to breathe through this. We're spending about 20 to 30 seconds per side, but it gets better with practice. Remember to be mindful that it does get better, and don't get discouraged when you have to reach out and grab the wall. Good job. Okay, for our next balance exercise, we're going to be working our somatosensory or our vestibular system. You can toss. I have a little ball, but you can do rolled up socks or anything that you have lying around. You can pick your stance, split stance, standing on one leg, full tandem, whatever you feel comfortable in. When you have this object, you want to make sure that you've got your posture upright, but that you're not relying on that vertical target, that you're actually tracking the object with your eyes. So follow that object. So you're distracting your vision, and this makes you work on the somatosensory, the touch receptors in your feet. Switch sides, get yourself set, get that posture upright, and then follow. If tossing the object doesn't feel comfortable to you, you can just move it and track it with your eyes. If you want to test your inner ear or work your inner ear, finding the altered base of support that works for you, a split stance or a tandem, and then tracking that object with your eye again, this will test your inner ear. Remember to switch sides, get you that upright posture, follow the object with your eyes. Good work. All right, our last balance exercise is the tandem walk. What you want to do, first of all, is set your posture. Make sure that you're really nice and tall. Those ears are over your shoulders, shoulders over your hips, hips over your ankles. Find that vertical target. Find something in the distance at eye level that you can keep your vision focused on. When you start to move, you want the movement to be initiated from your core, not your upper body. So everything moves in phase with each other. Again, if you were to do a tandem walk backwards as well, it comes from the core. So from your hips and your core, the movement, everything goes in phase. You don't lean back with your upper body. So keeping that posture is crucial.